What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're going to focus in on Jordan Schmaltz, St. Louis Blues prospect. I can't remember the University of North Dakota. I want to say Fighting Sioux, but that's no longer their nickname, unfortunately. Damn you PC people. I'm just kidding. But seriously, 25th overall pick back in 2012, or back in June. Wasn't that long ago. Really added to a core nucleus. I mean, St. Louis has got some very talented young defensemen on their NHL roster already. I mean, Alex Pietrangelo, will be a Norris Trophy candidate for years to come, and former BU Terrier Kevin Shattenkirk is one of the leading scorers among defensemen in the NHL this year. So, it's a really talented core there. Schmaltz is a few years away. He's only got 9 points, 230 games with North Dakota. He got 25 PIMs, so it's really bringing some tenacity. Last year, split his time between Sioux City and Green Bay, winning the USHL Clark Cup with the Green Bay Gamblers. Had 35 points in 46 games after the trade, after posting 6 points in 9 games with the Sioux City Musketeers. The year before that, had 44 points in 53 games with Sioux City. In his rookie year in USHL, really established himself as an elite young defenseman at that age. His brother is a hell of a player. Also up in Green Bay, and I think the younger brother is better than the older brother. But when your older brother is a first-round pick, that's some pretty high praise. I'm trying to think what the brother's name is. Look it up in a second. But he's back to Jordan. He's a very talented kid. He's really Nick Schmaltz. That's the brother's name. Both Verona, Wisconsin natives. But I throw that in there. But you're looking at kids that come off the USHL that play there at 16 and really get their feet wet and establish themselves against older competition on night in, night out basis. That prepares them pretty well, and I think he's one of those offensive defensemen that get to college and kind of have to get taken back down to earth and reestablish the nuances and little intricacies of playing defense, and I think he'll be fine. I think he's playing on a great team in North Dakota, plain and simple. But and he's got some pretty talented defensemen in front of him on the depth chart. Derek Forbett, former first-round pick of the LA Kings, is definitely one of those guys. And I think he's got a couple of Hobie Baker candidates up front, Corbin Knight and Danny Cristo. So something to think about. But I like Schmaltz's upside. I think he's going to need time to develop at North Dakota because he's a late 93s and eligible for the World Juniors next year. It's tough. I was hoping to see he didn't make the team. Really wasn't on the radar. This year. But I think he's going to be a very good player down the line. I think St. Louis is pretty smart in terms of letting their prospects take time to develop. And I think it was Pierre McGuire. I know I hate to quote Pierre, but when Jaden Schwartz and Jordan Schmaltz are on the power play in St. Louis, it's going to be tough to be an announcer, but even tougher to be a penalty killer. And I think that's a reality. And like I said, I'm real excited to see what he can do, and I think he's going to be one of the next great American offensive defensemen. I think he'll be a power play quarterback, and I think once he learns the nuances, like I said, of every other aspect of playing defense, which is the hardest position to really master as a hockey player, he'll be good. He'll be top 3 defenseman on a very good team, which is when you got Shattenkirk and Pietrangelo ahead of you on the depth chart in St. Louis. That ain't too bad. Anyway, it's talking this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Jordan Schmaltz at the University of North Dakota and prospect of the St. Louis Blues organization. Stay tuned for more episodes to the season and beyond. Later, guys.